The number one thing that I wanted to first talk about is, I don't know about for any of you girls out there, that every time when you go to a shift, if you're like me, normally I have like my hair down like this and or like half back or whatever. And then as you go on through shift and it gets busy and you're doing all sorts of stuff and it gets hot and you're just like, oh my gosh, I need to like put my hair back. It's driving me nuts. But yet you find like you don't have your hair tie, you don't have a hair tie on you, nobody around you has a hair tie, and you're like, well, crap, man, like what am I gonna do? I need to put my hair back, like, right? So hack number one actually came from a PCT of mine on my unit at my previous unit. She was such a great PCT, but basically she told me this little hack. So if you don't know it already, at the hospital, you know, we have these gloves, right? These vinyl gloves, which most of the time they're like blue or purple or whatever in the hospital. These are just ones I have like at home. But this part here that you guys see, this little edge part, if you tear it off, just this entire like part, you can make it into a hair tie. So this is like the example. I tore it off and then I can like put it back and make it as a hair tie. So then I can pull it back just like this, as you guys can see. And you can like make it as tight as you want, as light as you want, it's whatever. But I was like, oh my gosh, you're so smart. I had no idea you could do that. I mean, and then after the fact, I did actually have hair ties in my locker, like extra ties just in case. But at least for that shift, and then there was another shift I didn't have a hair tie either. But I ended up just taking the band off of the gloves and was able to make the hair tie out of it, which I thought was so cool. So again, if you're at the hospital and if you're in a bind and you need to put your hair back and you don't have a hair tie, take one of the gloves. Take one of the gloves from the hospital and just tear off just the wrist part, just this part right here, and it will make a hair tie. So that is hack number one. I thought that was like so cool. And again, you may have known on that already. Maybe I'm one of the last people that know that, but I just thought for anyone else that didn't know that, that was really cool to know. I do have a lot more other hacks, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a whole resource paper. So I'm going to be putting these all on a sheet. So there's a lot more added than just this. So if you want a whole complete list of a lot of other hacks that I have, aside from just these ones that I told you guys about today, make sure you guys subscribe onto the Aspen and Ash page, which is where I do a lot of like the Nurse Kristen stuff on, that has my blog posts on. So guys, go there, read some blog posts. I have obviously the merchandise clothing. I have a lot of these free downloads. I have a challenge going on this month. I have a lot of stuff between the Nurse Kristen that comes into the Aspen and Ash shop. So I'm integrating a lot of stuff onto this page. And so this is one thing I'm doing as well with YouTube and the podcast, is I'm integrating it all onto here. So basically, if you want a whole sheet resource with every hack that I have ever learned so far, and then some, you can always go to the homepage and then just scroll to the bottom where it says subscribe. And once you subscribe, I will be sending an email that will have that free resource that's going to have every single hack out there. This was like just a little small bit, by the way. This was just a little, toe in the water or whatever you want to call it. It's just a little snippet of hacks that I have for you guys. So if you want a full list of everything that I've got, make sure you guys go to aspenandash.com. Make sure you scroll on the homepage to the bottom where you subscribe for the email, so you guys can get that free resource and be able to get the entire full list of everything, of every hack that I know that I can give you guys to help. I will be back next week with another amazing topic, and I can't wait for this next topic that's coming up next week. So you guys stay tuned. Have a great rest of your day. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed watching that clip and you want to see the full video to it, make sure you guys click the box here. If you enjoy watching these kind of videos and you want to see more videos from the Nurse Kristen YouTube for pre-nursing, nursing student, new grad nurses, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button over here.